Welcome to Nash Fit Training Podcast. I'm Dr. Nash Jocic, PhD in philosophy, author, international speaker, fitness expert and nutritionist, and former bodybuilding champion. In this podcast, I will provide you with proven and effective strategies that will help you lose fat, build muscle, and completely change your body composition. The insights and advice I will share are grounded in scientific research and theoretical knowledge, but more importantly, they are drawn from my own experience as well as the experiences of my clients over the past 4 decades. So let us dive into today's topic. Hello everyone. In today's episode, I want to talk about weight loss versus fat loss and widespread obsession with weight loss, not only among general public, but also among medical establishment. So why are people so obsessed with weight loss? Why is everybody who is trying to get in shape thinking about losing weight? Is that the primary reason to get in shape, losing weight? Or maybe there is something else there. So when people think they are overweight and when people think that they need to shed some weight off in order to get in shape, it's clearly there is one particular tissue which is the problem, and this is the fat tissue. So body fat is the one that needs to be taken care of, not necessarily the weight. But let's see how the things are in reality and how do people approach the weight loss problem. So many people achieve significant weight loss by simply drastically reducing their food intake. So they can drop their calories down under 1,000 a day, sometimes even around 800 or even less, which is ridiculously small amount of calories. And they can achieve weight loss of about 10 pounds a week, or maybe 30 to 40 pounds a month, which is a considerable amount of weight. However, it is important to consider what is actually being lost. When people lose weight, they are not necessarily losing only body fat. There are other tissues that can be lost. The body contains 3 main types of tissue which are relevant to weight loss: muscle, bone, and fat. And when you lose weight rapidly, unfortunately, you don't just lose fat, you also lose muscle and bone tissue. So weight loss can be achieved relatively easy simply by reducing calories and eating less, or completely stop eating, fasting for a few days. And the weight that you can lose can also be significant. In fact, 35% or more of sudden weight loss can be muscle tissue. Now, the problem is that muscle tissue is actually crucial for fast metabolism and longevity. So you don't really want to lose muscle tissue. Restrictive calorie diets, lack of protein, will slow down your metabolism, making further fat loss much more difficult. Additionally, losing muscle tissue leads to a decrease in bone density and bone mass, which is especially dangerous for women and people over 50, as their bones naturally lose density with age. So sudden weight loss accelerates bone tissue loss significantly, and that should be avoided. Crash dieters often don't realize that initial rapid weight loss is mainly due to water loss from muscles. Muscle contain glycogen, and each gram of glycogen holds up to 4 grams of water. So when you're dieting hard, you're losing glycogen, and that will result in water loss of up to 3 to 4 kgs in the first week. So that initial weight loss is actually just water that you've lost from your muscles. And losing the water from your muscles, you're going to lose, and also glycogen, you will lose strength, and you will become less active, more tired, and your metabolism will slow down. But this is not the only problem. Additionally, a low-calorie diet causes a drop in the hormone T3, which is a thyroid hormone responsible for burning fat, and also increase in the stress hormone cortisol, which is present in the body, and if present for long hours, promotes fat accumulation, especially around the belly. Therefore, despite initial weight loss from a crash diet, hormonal changes will actually later lead to even greater fat accumulation. But as many of you know, what often occurs after a prolonged period of calorie-restricted diets and weight loss is that the person quickly regains the lost weight and often even more. So there are several reasons for this. The first is metabolic slowdown. Severe calorie restriction slows down metabolism to conserve energy. When normal eating resumes, the slower metabolism will lead to rapid weight gain. The second reason is muscle loss. Crash diets often cause muscle loss due to inadequate protein and calorie intake. Since muscle burns more calorie at rest than fat, losing muscle decreases the basal metabolic rate or BMR, contributing to weight gain once normal eating resumes. The third reason are hormonal changes. Severe calorie restriction alters hunger and satiety hormones. The third reason is hormonal changes. Severe calorie restriction alters hunger and satiety hormones, increasing appetite and overeating when the diet ends, promoting weight gain. The fourth reason is nutrition deficiency. Crash diets lack essential nutrients, leading to cravings and overeating once normal eating patterns resume, contributing to weight gain. So what you really want to lose is body fat, because if you are overweight because you have accumulated more body fat, not any other tissue. So in order to achieve this, to lose body fat, it is essential to preserve, or even better, build new muscle tissue. A muscle tissue is the main tissue that helps you burn more body fat, not only through exercise, but also by increasing your basal metabolic rate, BMR, allowing you to burn more calories from fat even while at rest. Now, the question that I'm often asked is it possible to lose fat but not lose weight? Or even more challenging question, is it possible to gain weight while losing fat? The answer, surprisingly, to both questions is yes. And let me share a personal story to illustrate this. I was preparing for a photo shoot in year 2000, and I started with 102 kgs of my body weight. After 10 weeks of dieting and intense training, I was still the same weight, but in much better shape due to the loss of body fat. Clearly, I built some muscle at the same time when losing body fat. And then, again, when I moved in 2000, I registered at a new medical center, which required a general health checkup, including a BMI, body mass index measurement. Despite its widespread use, BMI is an outdated and misleading measure of overall health. At the time I was preparing for that photo shoot, as I mentioned, and I was in excellent shape, weighing 102 kgs at 6 feet tall, as you can see in this photo. Of course, if you're watching this video on YouTube. When I stepped on the scale, the nurse immediately labeled me as obese and advised me to lose weight as soon as possible and aim for healthy range between 60 to 80 kgs. So for my height of 6 foot, the healthy range, according to BMI measurement, is, believe it or not, 65 to 80 kgs. This means that if you are, for example, a skinny person with no muscles on your legs, back or arms, and you have a big belly full of visceral fat, but you weigh 75 kgs, you have normal healthy weight, which is simply ridiculous. I smiled and asked her to look at my body. I took my t-shirt off and she almost fell off the chair. She had never seen someone with such low body fat, a six-pack and a lot of muscle mass. Yet, according to BMI, I was classified as obese. This experience highlights the importance of body composition, the ratio of muscle to fat tissue, over the outdated BMI as a more accurate measure of health. The obsession with body weight, unfortunately, still continues even in the medical circles. Now, there is another case that I want to mention, which proves that you can even increase your body weight while losing body fat. So during the off-season, I weighed 96 kgs, and this is the time of my last competition in bodybuilding. And I was reasonably lean, but still I had some body fat. And after 3 months of preparation, I ended up weighing 100 kgs with very little body fat and in excellent competitive shape, which helped me win that show, as you can see on this photo. Again, if you were watching this video on YouTube. This again demonstrates that it is possible to maintain or even increase your body weight while significantly reducing body fat. For example, If over a year you lose 6 kgs of body fat and gain 6 kgs of muscle, body weight will remain the same, but your body composition will be completely transformed. The percentage of lean muscle tissue will increase, while the percentage of body fat will decrease, improving both your appearance and overall health. In the photographs that you can see, there are some of my clients who have achieved similar results, dramatically changing their shape by losing subcutaneous and visceral fat, the latter being particularly important as it accumulates around internal organs and contributes to developing diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. Some clients have even increased their body weight, while others have maintained the same weight but significantly changed their body composition. As already mentioned, losing weight is easy. Simply stop eating or eat less or go on a crash diet and you will definitely lose weight. However, this approach results in losing not only fat but also muscle and bone, which is very unhealthy. Instead, you should focus on fat loss. A longer process, when done correctly, improves both your health and fitness levels. Now, there are two critical aspects of successful fat loss, and they are the right diet and resistance training. Once these two factors are properly addressed, your metabolism will slowly adapt to a healthier diet and regular intense exercise. Now, let me briefly outline what your diet should look like and why you should engage in high-intensity exercise. Your diet needs to be designed to promote muscle growth and facilitate fat loss. Once you determine the right amount and combination of macronutrients and establish meal timing, you will nourish your muscles without feeding the fat. High-nutrient food will provide essential amino acids and fatty acids, offering building blocks for your brain, vital organs and tissues, among others, muscles and bones. This will create an optimal metabolic environment for good health, muscle growth, and fat loss. Now, nutrition is a very broad topic, and while we cannot cover nutrition fully in this episode, I will provide more detailed explanation in upcoming episode. But if you are interested, you can also learn more about a healthy diet from my ebooks, The Ultimate Nutrition, and also Feed the Muscle, Not the Fat, which are available on my website, nashfittraining.com. Now, let's look at the intense training and why it's so important for sustainable fat loss. Intense resistance training is essential for maintaining and developing new muscle tissue, which is the main tissue involved in burning body fat. By increasing your overall muscle size, you will also increase your BMR, meaning you will be burning more calories even during rest periods and sleep. The more muscle mass you have, faster your metabolism will be. And remember, most fat is burned over the full 24 hours, not just during different types of workouts. Therefore, the key to fat burning is to boost your metabolism to burn more calories throughout the day, creating the necessary caloric deficits for fat loss. Intense exercise primarily burns glycogen, not fat. Don't think that if you spend 2 hours lifting weights in the gym, you will be burning a lot of fat. No, you will not. Most of the energy will come from glycogen, not from fat. While low-intensity exercise, like some cardio exercises, can help you burn some additional calories, they are not the essential tool for significantly increasing your BMR. Resistance training, which I will cover more in detail in future episodes, is critical. You can also find detailed information on resistance training in my ebooks Weight Training and Build Muscle Burn Fat, which are available on my website nashfittraining.com. And let us recap now. I hope that now you understand the importance of fat loss over weight loss. In some cases, yes, people will lose weight while dieting and training intensely, particularly in the extreme cases of obesity or being very, very overweight. However, for the majority of people who are concerned about their shape, fat loss should be the primary goal, not weight loss. If you want to learn in detail about the right diet and resistance training for fat loss, I have to full-heartedly recommend you my ebook Fat Loss, which is available on the website shop page nashfittraining.com. and has already helped many people around the globe to lose fat successfully. Also, for those interested in learning more about fat loss, healthy eating, resistance training, please visit my website nashfittraining.com, where I offer various services including personalized nutrition programs, personalized training programs, online consultations, personal training and nutrition ebooks. Before we sign off, I would like to thank you for your support and thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this new episode, and if you did, please leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And also please share this episode with others who may be interested in this topic. Feel free to let us know what topics you would like to see covered in future episodes. And if you loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. Take care of yourselves and see you next week.